This is the 2025 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport GSR, and if you squint at it just enough and concentrate hard enough, it'll transport you back to 2016. I was on the Mitsubishi configurer last night, and it starts at 68,900 something, but that is before you add things like the snorkel and the tow pack at the back, because by the time you finish adding stuff like this, stuff like that, this can end up costing over $75,000, and that's MUX X-Terrain money. That is Ford Everest Sport money. Actually, that thing is a little bit cheaper than this. That is actual modern car money. To be fair to it though, it still does look the part. It's kind of got like a modern urban commando style vibe. Everything's blacked out. Really like this badging on the front. It kind of looks like it's ready to storm Bunnings on a Saturday morning, which is basically what this thing is going to do. But with that being said, it's still got some pretty serious off-road credentials as well. You've got low range, locking diff, hill descent control, and you've got Mitsubishi's Super Select four-wheel drive system, which is up there, actually better than some of the ones you'll get on other four-wheel drives. It's got sand, rock, other modes as well. But then you hop inside and it's a bit like going to Officeworks, I'd say. Everything's there and it's functional and you can get what you need, but it's just a little bit boring and you're probably not going to stay or choose to go there very often. The infotainment screen, that's a screen, probably the nicest thing I can say about it. It's small, it's old, you can see from the graphics here. It's laggy, especially on Android Auto, and it's wired. There is no Apple CarPlay or wireless Android Auto either, so you've got to hope your cable doesn't fray. You've got to stay connected. Oh, and it's USB-A, which one's that? And USB-C, so it's not two of these ones, it's one of these and one of these. It does come with inbuilt TomTom navigation though, so when you're up a mountain and there's no reception or Spotify or Google Maps, you'll still know where you are as well, while you question, I suppose, why you listen to the bloke that said you could get through there on Waze. Mitsubishi have made some other updates though to the 2025 Pajero Sport. This wheel is out of the Triton, 2025 Triton, and it does help to lift the cabin a little bit. It is leather, and just this looks a whole lot nicer than the silver buttons that were on the old version. And you also get this new driver's display, which again, it just helps elevate it. It is still missing things though, like a 360-degree camera. You get front and rear sensors, but there's no 360-degree camera. There's no head-up display either, which is a missed opportunity. Things like ambient lighting, like you get on some of the others, wireless charging bay, you don't get one of those, which is fine if the car was say 55, 60 grand, but instead you're paying the same price as you would for a car that has all those things and more. And also you get this burgundy and black interior. The second row is fine, it's comfortable enough. You've got air vents, you've got some controls up here. There's a good amount of knee room and headroom. No complaints. I think adults, children, gonna be fine back here. But then we get to this, the third row. This is not a seat. This is punishment designed for someone, oh geez, I can't even get the thing in place. For someone who's like wronged you, or maybe even the enemies of your children. If you're over the age of say 10 and sit back here, you're not gonna be happy. Your knees are up here, your ears. Now, I will say this, it's not the worst one that I've sat in. There have definitely been tighter ones, but headroom, knee room, it's not fantastic back here. I need to get out because I'm gonna get stuck. And while we've got the boot open, we may as well talk about this, because with all three rows in place, this gives you a very generous 131 litres. So in real world terms, that is like a coin purse, maybe a banana, a single roll of toilet paper. I think that's about it. If you fold these seats down, you'll get, now you've got to do some proper origami to do this, but if you do fold this down and that down and that down, you'll get 1500 litres, which will probably let you do a decent BCF run and not have to do a second one. 3.1 ton towing capacity. Again, you'll need to option on the tow bar pack if you're going to be doing some towing. 3.1 ton, look, it's good to have, but again, it's definitely not class leading. You're looking at 3.5 ton for some of the other ones, so that's all I've got to say on that. I mean, the 8-speed auto is smooth and it shifts pretty well, makes some decent decisions. The ride, I'm actually pretty impressed by the ride. I thought this would be a bit rough, but no, it's pretty comfortable. If you hit potholes and stuff like that, you can feel it get a little bit jittery under you, but not in a dangerous way, but you can just feel it kind of move around. but it's not uncomfortable either. It's not like it's bone jarring or anything like that. But I would hate to be in the third row and hitting those sorts of things, because God help them. Fuel economy is pretty decent. I mean, depends on what you're driving. I've been kind of skewed to more towards city driving. I'm doing a bit of highway Ks now, but I'm sitting on 9.6. The factory numbers are around 8 litres from memory. Don't quote me on that, but around 8 litres. So look, if you're doing some towing, I don't know how that's going to blow out. I haven't done any towing. Maybe we can get it back and do some, but yeah, 9.6 is what I'm sitting on. Make of that as you want. Kind of my only real gripe about the actual driving of it is it's quite noisy in here. There's a lot of wind noise. Can you hear it? There's wind noise, not so much road noise, but yeah, there's a fair bit of wind noise coming from over here. So here's the thing, the Pajero Sport, it's tough, reliable, capable. If you live out in the bush or you're kind of remote, which is the bush, it's probably still a decent option, but it's old, it feels old, and it's 75 grand, I don't know, it feels hard to justify when it might be sitting next to something on the showroom floor that's newer and, you know, better equipped than this thing is. So I don't know. If it was me, we do know that there's another Pajero coming. We don't know how far away that is. I'd probably wait, set some other options in here. But I mean, if this gets the same treatment that the Outlander got, who knows? It could be a ripper.